I think you might have an honesty issue here that we want to point out. So what day was it that you spoke to the attorneys the first time?
It was on or before the day I was fired.
No, that's when you retained them. You already testified to that. When did you speak to them?
Again, it was on or before the day I was fired.
So you retained them the first time you spoke to them?
I believe that I retained them the first time I spoke to them.
Was you let go in the middle of the night? Was you let go in the middle of the day?
I believe...
Now, I know the answer to this, so let's be honest here.
I believe I received... I believe I received an email from the White House indicating that my services were no longer needed.
What time was that?
Sometime in the afternoon, sometime in the evening.
Late evening, late afternoon, late evening?
Probably.
And so you got hold of the attorneys late at night?
I'm sorry, what?
You got hold of the attorneys after business hours to retain them?
I don't recall.
I think you do.
I really don't.
You don't recall retaining your attorneys.
I don't recall the specific time or day that I returned them.
See, I still think you have an honest issue because it wasn't that long ago. And I think I could recall when I hired an attorney.
This is all very troubling to me. I'm really shocked. Most people come and introduce their families. I'm really shocked that we have behind you anti-Trump lawyers that you've invited. Do you want to introduce your lawyers that you brought with you today? I'm just noticing that they're aiding with your testimony. They keep handing you notes and whispering in your ears. So I figured you should probably, for the record, put their names in the record.
My lawyers have been publicly associated with me already.
So you're refusing to acknowledge the attorneys that are present in this hearing room helping you with your testimony?
The attorneys that I have been...
I mean, I've been in the legal world for a long time, and attorneys generally aren't shy about stating appearances and saying when they're here helping clients. So is there some reason you don't want to introduce the senators to the lawyers that are here and put their names on the record?
Yeah, I think...
I mean, they're passing you notes. So I think it's fair for the record to know who's passing you notes while you testify. And I really didn't mean that and trying to be adversarial here. I just think for the record, it's probably good to know who's passing notes and whispering in your ear.
I think my counsel is happy to follow up with you.
Of the thousands of lawyers that you could hire to help you through this process, why Mark Zaid?
You know, look, the moments, the hours after I had been terminated, I was concerned in a number of different facets.
You don't seem naive at all. You have to know that Mark Zaid is a leading opponent of President Trump, notorious for his online activity that is very anti-Trump. He was heavily involved in President Trump's first impeachment. Why did you hire a guy like that, of all the thousands of attorneys? And furthermore, he advised his clients to leave the country after President Trump won the 2024 election. Why would you hire a guy like that?
So I actually was not aware of any of those details associated with Mark.
Right. He's right behind you. You brought him with you today. Notorious for his anti-Trump activity and involvement. You hired that guy.
Yeah, so I was seeking some critical counsel to be able to help me make sure that I was understanding and aware of everything that had transpired and preparing for what might be next, including this committee hearing. Mark Zaid and I have never spoken about politics. I never asked him about his politics. He has never asked me about my politics. He is a well-credentialed counsel.
So you're claiming to be naive about Mark Zaid's political activity as he sits behind you, advising you for this hearing.
I have not
and helping you through this process.
I have not had any discussions with Mr. Zaid associated with his politics.
That's astonishing.